Hi, welcome back to WOW, the Wealth Optimization Workshop series. Still diving deep into life protection planning, different types of life insurance, and the benefits, the pros and cons of different types. Universal life's our topic for the next couple minutes here. Not looking to say this fits every situation because it doesn't, but it uses the principles of buying term and investing the difference in the same plan to build out a permanent protection option for people. Can be used in investment and tax sheltering strategies, can be used on the money-back mortgage insurance concept that we're going to talk about. However, it's not the right fit. On the flip side though, some advisors are never using it, never recommending it because of implosion issues in the past. So I want you to understand the basics so that if you have one already, or if an advisor talks to you about why it might be the right fit, that you understand the complexities, because it is the most flexible of the plans, but it is also the most complex to understand. Often people don't get it. So we've got a simple concept here called the Universal Life Bucket that helps people to understand how this plan works. You with me? All right, let's go. There's two things that will put water in your bucket, but in this case, water is dollars. So you're not getting water in the bucket, you're getting money in the bucket. With me? All right. Okay? So you're going to have a water level building up. Two things put money into your bucket. The premium that you pay for your universal life, how much money you're putting into it, as well as the rate of return or interest on the investment component built in to your universal life and how that's structured. With me so far? The more you put in, higher the water level goes. All right. Three things, three spouts taking money out of your bucket. So in Ontario, there's a 2% provincial tax on your insurance. That's a small drain on your bucket. There's a management fee. Okay, similar to your MERs and your management fees on your mutual funds, there's an investment management fee that might be 2 or 3% there. Again, small drain on your bucket. The huge drain is your cost of insurance. Problem here for people, the average consumer, that doesn't understand the massive complexities of these plans, is they think cost of insurance and premium is the same thing. It is not. The net pure cost of insurance is the risk factor and how you are charged for that. So, little side picture over here. Okay, you can have a term 100, so a level, that doesn't look level, but let's pretend that's level. A level cost of insurance throughout the plan. So if your cost of insurance is there, as long as your water level stays above it, no problem. Sometimes there'll be combinations of renewable term and levels, or different combos, or just a renewable cost of insurance. Starts out dirt cheap, but becomes astronomically expensive the older you get. So that the water level then affects whether you have enough money to make this policy vulnerable in the future where it implodes or collapses on you. So you need to understand the cost of insurance structure and that it is funded adequately so that it is a very beneficial plan for you rather than something that you regret down the road. Does that make sense? So very flexible around some of these things, but also complex and confusing. That's why we draw this picture out. The key is you need to keep your water level above the spouts. As long as you're above all these costs, no problem. Your plan is in force. The top of your bucket is something called the MTAR line, the Maximum Taxable Actuarial Reserve. That's a mouthful. Simply, that's a concept that allows you to put extra money into your universal life, more than you need to, in order to tax shelter or invest additional tax sheltered money inside your plan. Fantastic. If you exceed the MTAR limits, you're going to end up with a little side bucket where those dollars become taxable. So generally the strategy is to keep it below the MTAR line, but above your minimum costs down here. Does that seem reasonable? Makes sense there? Questions about that? Okay, hope you don't hesitate to reach out to me like I mentioned before if you've got questions, but the key is to make sure that you always keep it adequately funded so it never collapses in the future, and then take advantage of the tax sheltered investment strategies depending on what is relevant for you. Hopefully that makes sense. We'll dive deeper into more of these topics as we move along. Have an awesome day.